Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff, and tonight we're going to be reacting to two different comebacks. This first one and the focus of this video is going to be something that I haven't done up to this point. It's going to be a reaction to a soloist. This is AleXa with her new comeback, Juliet. I have only heard two AleXa songs before. Wonderland, which was an absolute bop. It was stuck in my head and on repeat for days. And Vogue, or Back in Vogue, I'm not sure what the actual title was. That one wasn't stuck like on repeat, but I did listen to it quite a few times. I also know AleXa competed on an American music show and won, so that's pretty awesome for her. Also of note, I was just in a mall in Southern California one day eating lunch in the food court, and I heard Wonderland come on the food court radio, which was kind of cool and kind of like, is this as much of a great song as I thought it was? Like, is it being played in the food court because it's great or because it's like elevator music? I feel like it's because it was great. But it looks like the song is about to premiere in like 30 seconds. AleXa's literally in the live chat making comments to people as talking about she's going to be live streaming afterwards. But since I've got another video to make after this one, probably not going to be able to check that out. Anyway, let's head over and check out AleXa's new Juliet. All right, so here you see that's AleXa up here. She's excited. All right, come on. Let's go. Show us what you got, AleXa. I feel like this is an old count. Let's refresh this page. All right. All right, here we go. I'm actually sad that there's... this is like prime time right now, by the way, so I'm sad that there's only 531 people here. But you know what? I'm here. You're here. Let's do this. Eventually. We're just going to get this premiere screen for a while. Come on, at least give us a counter or something. There it is. All right, let's go. Hello. Oh, don't cry. Oh, wait. Her eyes just sucked back up that tear? Oh, okay. That's a powerful metaphor in and of itself. Why are you so pretty, AleXa? I feel like you need to answer for that.
Romeo and Juliet. It seemed like fate when we first met.
I don't know how much Korean's gonna be in here.
Days just drift away with nothing left but night and day. Wish memories could fade.
Nice little acoustic guitar in the background, little strumming going on.
You love me to my face, you lie. And you say you needed me, but you lied. You're the one laughing while I bleed. Maybe we weren't meant to be, just two slow lovers in an endless sea. We drowned. Another one just bites the dust. We were Romeo and Juliet. If Romeo was never in, the stars aligned and the fates allowed us to be everything and nothing all at once. Another one just bites the dust. We were Romeo and Juliet. If Romeo was never in, I'm calling out.
Romeo was never in what? Love?
Why don't you hear me now? I've got nothing nothing to lose. You bring me down.
This is a very, like, more emotional, grounded song.
We've been chasing
very stark contrast to the things that we've been reacting to recently. Percussion? Okay. Romeo was never in love.
Right now, somebody heal me. I'm losing all feeling. The ghost of you keeps on haunting me. Still see your face, can't walk away. Hey you, do you see me now? All the damage you've done, hope it comes back around. These wounds.
Now it's a revenge track. It went from broken heart to I hope you suffer too. So there's a lot of imagery that I'm going to go back and talk about on the second playthrough.
We fell apart, I can't forget.
Okay, wow. Not gonna lie, I got some tears. I'm not afraid to show it. So obviously the theme of this song is a relationship that didn't work out. If any of you, and unfortunately I know a lot of you have been there, but if any of you have been in a position where maybe someone cheated on you, or maybe someone pretended to love you or say they loved you, and then they were able to just kind of walk away like nothing happened. Or if you're someone like me who you were even married at one point and your significant other just walked out the door and like left you a voicemail. Yeah, that was a very specific example. That totally didn't happen to me, right? If you've ever been in those kind of positions, then you can feel the heartache, and this song is probably resonating with you. And if you allow yourself good art, music, video games, books, actual like portrait type of art, good art makes you feel something. Anger, sadness, joy, whatever it is, it makes you feel something. Her voice, the lyrics themselves, and the way she's able to deliver the emotion behind this song. I hope she hasn't suffered the kind of heartbreak that she's singing about. But it's hard to sing a song with that much emotion without having had at least some of the emotion that goes behind it. It's not impossible. You could be a very good actor, but it's hard. Acting is informed by real life, so it's hard to act on something that you've never felt and that you've never experienced. So, all that being said, I think she did a wonderful job communicating that heartbreak. And if you allow yourself to be caught up in the song, maybe you're listening to it without watching the video, because the video is not nearly as sad as the song. It does have some sad imagery that we'll go back and look at. But just listening to the song without any visual cues, like if you close your eyes and just listen, I feel like this is a song that can definitely touch people. So, yeah, let's go back for round 2. Preferably without all the extra countdown. I think I'm just a smidge too far. Here we go. All right, so you see already we're getting this flashing transition, like contrast of night and day. And that's literally, you know, you're different. You're night and day. And then this image here of her having the tear stain down her cheek, and then, which by the way, this is a cool shot. I don't know how they got this shot. If I don't know if it's CGI'd or if she was able to cry on command, or maybe even just put an eye drop in and then they reverse the video. But you see the tear go back up. At the very end of the song where she's talking about, you know, I think she, if I recall correctly, I've already forgotten, but I think she talked about like being fine on her own, hoped that this person experienced that pain. That would kind of tie back into that metaphor of like, you've cried your tears, now you don't have any more to cry.
And Juliet, it seemed like fate when we first met.
So obviously that those butterflies in your stomach, it's fate that you're meeting this person.
Those happy days,
honeymoon period, every relationship starts with.
Left, but night and day.
And then there's the but night and day because we're so different.
They wish memories could fade.
She wishes she could forget that this ever happened. Actually, I'm not sure if she's saying she wishes she could forget the whole thing, or if she could just forget that he said he loved her. Because maybe none of this hurts as much if he doesn't say, I love you, right? Like, it sucks, but maybe you're just close friends or something if you don't say, I love you.
Even say you love me to my face, you lied.
So obviously, you lied. She's been betrayed. This doesn't really communicate that he cheated or didn't, but it does communicate that his words didn't match his intention. But as we know, especially the older you've gotten, that's not always necessarily the case. This is her perspective, of course. I'd be curious to see if somebody put out like a Romeo version where they basically talk about how like, no, I did love you, but we just grew apart and like, I don't love you now, but I did then, kind of thing. So it's not, it may not be that the person lied. It could just be that they grew apart. But if she is talking about cheating, then, well, obviously that just correlates with you lied.
And you
Her voice is so pretty.
needed me, but you lied. You're the one laughing while I bleed.
So bleed, not actually a literal bleeding. Well, I assume not. Bleed more like your bleeding heart. Like you've suffered this injury on the inside, and these scars won't heal. They're fresh. It's an open wound. She's bleeding. He doesn't care because he's off doing his own thing. He's either moved on or he, again, went back to the theme of possibly a cheater. But either way, he's moved on. He didn't need her. He didn't love her.
Maybe we weren't meant to be, just two star-crossed lovers in an endless sea. We drowned. Another one just bites the dust. We were Romeo and Juliet. If Romeo was never in, the stars aligned and the fate.
So, for those of you who may not know the story of Romeo and Juliet, so they were from two different families. Juliet's family didn't like Romeo, essentially. I'm dumbing this down, of course. But they fell in love, and at the end of the day, Romeo gets killed, and then Juliet, to avoid being alone without her love, drinks the poison and kills herself to be with Romeo in death. If I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure he didn't actually die, though. It just looked like he was dead. So she ended up committing suicide for no reason. But if he did die, and I'm misremembering, then it was so that they could be together in death. Here, we're like Romeo and Juliet. We had all these differences, but we were in love. Except we're like that if Romeo was never in love. So I was in love. I felt those things. But this guy didn't.
It's allowed us to be everything and nothing all at once. Another one just bites the dust. We were Romeo and Juliet if Romeo was never in. I'm calling out to you. Why don't you hear me now?
So she's running through the field.
I've got nothing to lose.
You see that imagery a lot. That image right there, where the hand going through the grass, you'll also see that a lot with like hand going through a wheat field or something like that. It's actually pretty common imagery in movies and music videos, especially when they're trying to communicate almost like a forlorn type of feeling, or a missing somebody, a nostalgia. Like in the movie Gladiator, he keeps having flashbacks to when he would walk through the fields of wheat back to his home, and then of course he finds his family not alive. Try and keep this a little more upbeat, but it's just a visual tie-in.
A dream, it isn't what it seems, 'cause maybe we were meant to be just two star-crossed lovers in an endless
Honestly, this song, at least this part, has a very almost country music from the southern U.S. feel to it. You see how her outfit has gone from dark, light, back to dark. It's just another way of continuing to communicate this difference, night and day type of thing.
Bites the dust, we were Romeo and Juliet if Romeo was never in love. I feel so broken right now. Somebody heal me, I'm losing all feeling. The ghost of you keeps on haunting me.
That right there is a really potent image, especially if you've been the one who's been left before. Like, you always feel like their ghost is just always there until you're able to move on, at least. Like, you still see their face. Everywhere you look, it reminds you of them. Obviously not a literal ghost, but, it's just everything around you, especially if you're in a setting that person used to like, or maybe they took you somewhere, or you took them somewhere, or maybe you had a favorite movie and all of a sudden that movie comes on, or you think of a quote from that movie. Everything is reminding you of that person. So,
Still see your face, can't walk.
So she's back in the light outfit, now another dark outfit.
Hey you, do you see me now? All the damage you've done, hope it comes back around. These wounds will heal, and now smile again.
So this is the hope, like she's coming out of the breakup, and now she's starting to realize, you know what, I'm going to be okay. And remember that first scene where she had the tear that came back up. Almost like, the Ariana Grande song, No More Tears Left to Cry type of thing. Then this firework, this sparkler. This is another pretty powerful image to go with the song. In and of itself, it's not really anything special. But in context of the song, if you've ever played with fireworks, especially sparklers, you know they're bright, they sparkle, but they don't last very long. You know, that's exactly what this love was. It was bright, it sparkled, and then it fizzled out.
Dust, we were Romeo and Juliet if Romeo was never in love. We fell apart, I can't forget.
I love you, AleXa. I'll try the Romeo role next time. Call me. All right, guys. All right, so that was AleXa's new comeback, Juliet, and like I said, I thought it was absolutely amazing. I had tears for a little bit there. There's a lot of powerful imagery here, even with such a. It's almost more of a simple song, but the way she's able to deliver it and communicate that heartfelt emotion, oh, just so good. AleXa, if somehow you ever see this video, thank you. I appreciate your music genius here. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell to enable your notifications to be notified when content goes live in the future. If you have anything that you would like me to react to, feel free to drop a comment down below. Also, if you have any other sort of interpretations on this song in this video, drop it in the comments and let's talk about it. But like I said, I've got another video to make tonight in about an hour. So I will see you guys again. But until next time, take care, everyone.